Alright everyone, WonderWooDz back here again. I'm bringing you another audio commentary and a video. The video isn't really much about what I'm here to talk about today. It's actually, we're going to talk about the PS4. And if any of you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you would know that I said later on I'm going to put a video up about talking about my opinions and some thoughts and some specs and just other stuff, etc. about the PS4. Because as you know, if none of you know about this by now, I don't know where you've been, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. But Sony had a live event on the 20th of February and basically the whole world was watching. They wanted to hear what Sony had to say about the PlayStation 4. It was rumoured it was going to be released, and it was released. So, yeah. So, what are we going to talk about in this video? We're going to talk firstly about specs. This is what I heard on the live event that night. This is what I took down on my notes, and this is what I heard. This is what I am going to say to you now. So, it's going to have AMD x86 based 8-core CPU and an enhanced GPU. It's going to have a Blu-ray DVD and a HDMI output, 8GB of DDR5 RAM, instant on compatibility. PS4 won't be backwards compatible. That's what I heard them say that night, because a lot of my friends have even disagreed. I didn't hear them say it, but they also said this, but they also said that. But I've been researching for like a day solid, just looking at forums, looking at the most legitimate stuff of what I could find out. And the next part, I took this from a forum called PC something, and it was they basically told this is what they'd said Sony had said. PS4 users will be able to stream PS3 and other generation games online. So that tells me then it's sort of contradicting what I just read out from what I thought they had said. So basically what that tells me is somewhere down the line we will be able to not only play PS3 games but PS1, 2 and 3. So, God knows where they go with that. I think, honestly, they're going to reveal more details around that coming up close to E3, or even on E3. We won't know until the time, so we'll leave that there. Some other couple of general things, I don't really think these are necessary, but I'll throw them out there that I heard. There's going to be a PS4i 1280 by 800 camera. It's basically, apparently what I saw, it was an Xbox Connect style feature. But again, we'll not know more like nitty-gritty stuff like that until the release of the full console, basically at E3. That's when I hope it'll be revealed. So it's been 6 years since the third gen consoles basically came out, and I think everybody is about ready for a new console. I am, and I think a lot of other people that I've been reading about and talking to, general friends, family members and stuff like that we're all ready for a new console. It's been in the books for a long time, as the guy said in the live event. They've been talking about this since the PS3 was released, so you can just see how far forward these guys are ahead of us. These guys are probably, when this PS4 comes out, they're going to be starting on the PS5 maybe. I'm just saying, I know you're probably thinking, whoa, you're going way too ahead. But these guys are so far advanced, more than us. They're figuring this stuff out years before we even think about it, and it's just crazy. So, we're going to talk about the pad now. The PS4 Duelshock 4 controller, and it was the only piece of hardware that they had actually showed on the night. Because if none of you didn't bother to watch, or as I said, you couldn't watch, then you wouldn't have saw it. But they did not release any consoles. They didn't show the console, they didn't do nothing, it was just the controller. That was the only bit of hardware revealed. So, I'm going to read you out the features within the pad that I saw and heard them chat about. There's going to be a new touchpad in the middle of the controller, a built-in mic and a jack, new share button to let you share content, screenshots, clips, gameplays. Up to 15 minutes of gameplay can be captured and shared with friends, or even YouTube, possibly Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. So the possibilities are endless with share button. That's basically what I got. There's so much like about it that you can do. You can even pass your screen to a friend and they can play with you like as if they were looking over your shoulder virtually. So it's pretty freaking crazy what they're even talking about here. But it's going to be interesting to see more at E3 about what they're going to show us. I want to talk about the PlayStation app. This is something I've read online. It said PlayStation app will enable iPhone, iPad, and other Android-based smartphones and tablets to become second screens within the game. Now that's sort of like a split screen type thing. I'm thinking here. And guys, I would just like to interrupt what I'm saying and say sorry about the gameplay, because if it goes black, I do not know why, but when I recorded this, it started to go black, and the theater mode in Black Ops 2, well, we all know what that is. Yeah, it sucks ass. So it's not my fault, and I don't think it does it the whole game, but I don't know what the hell happened here. It just went all fucked up. But back to the point, we're strolling slightly off topic. Let's talk about some of the games they talked about on the night of the live event. So there was Killzone Shadowfall, that was made by Guerrilla Games. Drive Club Evolution Studios made that. Infamous 3, Sucker Punch, that's the guys who are making that. A game called Deep Down, made by Capcom. I'm sure you're bound to heard of Capcom. Diablo 3, made by Blizzard. I think that's the same guys that made WoW, World of Warcraft. Damn, I can't even say that shit. Bungie's Destiny, made by Activision, same people that make Call of Duty. And Watch Dogs, made by Ubisoft. Now that's the only one I really, really want to talk about. That Watch Dogs game, I saw that and I was just like, I'm getting it. That was my reaction when I watched that game being trailed on the live stream. I just was like, I will be getting that game. Regardless, I think another game I will be getting is probably Drive Club and maybe Killzone. I don't know, seeing it, and I like a game to sit and look at it, but some games I do not like to play them, and I figured that Deep Down 1 and Diablo 3 and Infamous 3 are possibly them type of games that I could sit and watch somebody play, but playing it myself, I really don't know. But I might get them at the time just to see how they get on. So, last thing I want to chat about here. The PS4 will have a whopping AMD X64 CPU and a Southern Island GPU. And you're probably wondering, well, you're talking about all these things, what does this mean? What does this mean? You're probably scratching your screen, teabagging my face virtually. What does this mean? Well, this means the PS4 will be capable of playing games with a 4092x2160 image 3D games. 3D games can be played in 1080p now because of this. The PS3, it could only hold up to a resolution of 720p. So you can see the improvement. Like, they're not just forgetting about 3D users. They're not just forgetting about people that really do play in 3D. So, sorry, I did stumble there a wee bit. Basically, what I'm saying is they didn't forget about 3D players, and they still take into consideration that they do play the games on 3D TV. So you can see they're improving all around. But guys, if you want a part 2 to this, or you want a part 2 of me talking about more games in detail, but unfortunately today we're out of time. And guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please do share it, because I took a lot of time to research and figure this all out. It just didn't pop into my head. So guys, this has been WonderWooDz, and I hope you enjoy. Peace!